What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, 2015 Ford Fusion. The last video we did front control arms. This video, rear control arms. These are gonna suck. Yeah. The parts were a little hard. Found these on Amazon. Just because they were quicker shipping, and they were actually a little bit cheaper. But anyway. Yeah, this is gonna be big time. I already got the wheels off of here, and I sprayed PB on the stuff, and it's already dry, so that's probably gonna spray it again, but this is gonna be a job. Don't know how this is gonna go, but well, let's get into it, I guess. All right, first one I'm tackling is this 18 mil right here. Inside is a T40 impact. I could get it off there a little bit, but now what you need to do is you need to get your 18 mil there, and then your T40 here, and if you tighten the T40, then it will loosen the nut, or vice versa. You just keep the T40 still like this, and then remove the nut in typical fashion, lefty loosey. So that's what we're gonna do. Sway bar end link is out of the way. I loosened up the top just enough to just kind of pull it out of there and yeah, set it up there on the sway bar. Next I'm gonna tackle, man, I don't know what I want to tackle. There's some tension on that spring too. Ugh, this job's gonna suck. Let's go for the back. 24 mil. And I believe the other side is just a nut welded on. So we'll do that one, and then we got this one here as well. So we'll do that next. I believe I'm gonna need a spring compressor. I took that 24 mil out, and there's a lot of pressure on it, so I'm gonna go for this 21 right here. And then on the other side, you've got that looks like an 18. Yeah, you got an 18 mil on this side, and that should disconnect both sides of the knuckle from the lower control arm. And we'll see how much tension's on this stuff. All right, yeah, got that guy out of there. Definitely still some tension on there. And then on this side, pulled that guy out of there, knuckle popped up. So the knuckle doesn't have any tension on it anymore. I'm gonna do the bottom of the shock right here. These guys are, I don't know, 13s, 15s, 15s. Yeah, so we'll do the two 15s here, and then go from there. All right, yeah, taking them two 15s out, released all the pressure, and well, not all of it. There's still some there, obviously. But I don't know. I'm gonna try and shoot for that 24 now, but it's on an angle, so I'm gonna have to use a impact swivel on that. But to get this control arm out, I'm guessing that I'm gonna have to take this feller out here. I don't know if it's a traction bar or whatever. I don't know what this is. I'm an idiot. But anyway, yeah. So I'll tackle that first. See what happens. All right, I got that 24 mil out, and there's still tension on this. So obviously I need to run to the store and grab spring compressors. That's why you're watching this video first, so you know what to do. But I think I could get this to fall down if this guy was not there. So that is a 15 mil, and that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully that will fall, allow this to drop, and tension off the spring. We'll see. All right, hopefully you're watching this video before you do this job and not when you're to this part. Anyway, picked up a spring compressor from O'Reilly. This guy goes in the middle, so I put the 2 attachments in, slid the bar up, and tightened it to compress the spring. It's going to be way easier to do before you start taking all this stuff off. Okay? But I have all the bolts out now. That last 24 is out. Now I'm going to just try and drop this control arm. Yay! Not on myself. Hopefully not on myself. Gonna try to not drop this thing on me. I am wearing flip-flops. I did it! All right, yes. I got this just kind of hanging here. I took some clothesline rope and hung that up, the knuckle out of the way, hopefully. I'm gonna set the spring in there and then see if I can't finesse it up there and get a couple of 24 mil bolts through there. See if it works. Good hair day, man. Too bad I'm wearing a purple shirt. All right, a little update for you. I had to give up yesterday for a while, but anyway, it's a pain in the butt. So this arm right here, I tried to take that off. I believe they do use that to dial in your alignment, but I tried to take it off and it will not come off. And there's a bushing in there, so you can't heat it. You'll melt the bushing, but I finally got it in there with some help. The spring is compressed using one of the spring compressors that goes through the middle, and you really got to compress that thing like big time to be able to get it in here. But I got the 24 mil in there. I got the 24 mil in there. So now I'm going to connect the shock and then try and connect the bottom of the knuckle, and then yeah, hopefully it all goes together. All right, that was a kind of a pain. I had to put a jack under here and lift this up to line up the bolts. Still didn't line up. I put a pair of Nipex up here. Bent this, held this down while I started the bolt. So next, got to connect the knuckle. So I'm gonna untie the knuckle here, let it come down, and hopefully it's close. All right, update time. So I've gotten pretty much all the bolts back in. I did have to put a little bit of pressure underneath the control arm to get a lot of them to line up. But the sway bar end link is in. This feller is in. I actually did this one first, this one second. This arm I did third. And then final, I started lowering, taking off some of the pressure so I could line the sway bar end link up, and everything started now. So now I'm going to finish snugging everything down before I take the spring compressor out, because yeah, good luck after that. All right, I got everything tightened back up, and I dropped the pressure off of the control arm. Look up local torque specs. Look up your own torque specs on these. I didn't torque anything. Anyway, so the spring compressor comes out next, and hopefully that goes smooth. And then onto the other side. All right, super quick. I started on the other side, but I took the spring compressor out. That was super simple because this already has a lot of pressure on it. But obviously, you know that I added the spring compressor after this was already out on this side. Now, what I want to show you on this side is I already got it in, but you can't fit the pieces through here. So the little hole in the bottom, you got to fish everything up there in the correct order, and then get it on your spring, compress it, and now I'm set to take this side all apart. And I will check back in after this nightmare is done. All right, guys, the job is done. Both rear lower control arms are back in. Spring is good. Moral of the story, compressor spring first. And you're only gonna be able to use the one type that I showed you. This guy right here. So I will find this on Amazon and eBay as well and link that in the description below. Yeah, so there's one last look at everything, and this job was a lot. Definitely had help. Thank you, son.
Let's go.
All right, yeah, like I said, all these parts, the tools, links in the description below. Hopefully this video helps you guys out, because there's no other video on YouTube currently that shows you how to do lower rear control arms on the Ford Fusion. This again is a 2015, and if you're gonna do this job, make sure you have a lot of time. And I would highly recommend a lift, because I don't know how I would have been able to do this laying on the ground. I really don't. So, all right.
Boy, what?
Hope this video helped you guys out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Later.